Next piece of news I got, Xbox Era says there's preliminary talks to bringing Helldivers 2 to Xbox consoles. Xbox community, you guys want to spread some freedom and some democracy? As with any rumors, readers should take this with a grain of salt. During the Xbox Era segment, which is like a super pro Xbox podcast, Baker was very careful with his words, noting several times that there are just things he's heard.
The chat just triggers my trauma. Reminds me of every Master Emerald shard that went up my ass.
Yo, shout out to Frank B. Gaming with the sub. And that his sources suggest talks are very early. Basically, no one is claiming that this is a guarantee, so fans should temper their expectations in cases things don't pan out. He heard this from a GameStop employee. He said, red flag, Xbox Era. Yeah, this is a very corporate shill podcast. Over the last few months, Xbox has shown an increased willingness to bring in games to other platforms. The last few weeks have seen Xbox first-party games like Pentiment, Sea of Thieves, and Hi-Fi Rush released on PS5. However, PlayStation has mostly avoided doing the same for competing platforms. While the company has increasingly started to bring its games to PC, MLB The Show is the only example of a Sony first-party game that has been released on Xbox and Nintendo Switch.
Just like how my loser-ass
PlayStation is contractually obligated to make the show available on other platforms, so it's something of a unique case. If Helldivers 2 does end up coming to Xbox, it would be a pretty surprising circumstance. Can PlayStation and Xbox make this happen? Here's another thing too. If it does come to Xbox, it better have crossplay, and not just crossplay between PC and PlayStation. It would be a shame if it came to Xbox and they had to sit on an island by themselves. Would y'all want that? Would you still like play it? If there are early talks happening between the two companies, it wouldn't be a surprise on part of the Microsoft Xbox boss Phil Spencer told GameFile in February that he's not exactly sure who it helps in the industry by Helldivers 2 not being on Xbox. There's a lot of debate to be had about the importance of exclusive games helping to sell consoles. Yeah, we know all this shit, blah, 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 blah. They should add the ODSTs. Xbox people do buy games, so why not? No, the whole point is to be true cosplay. Yeah, you're supposed to be working together to like help with democracy. So yeah, it'd be stupid if it didn't have crossplay. Dude, you gotta get a life, buddy. It's very weird to just stand there. Just hand me the toy. Don't stand there and stare at me, man. Interesting though. I hope this one turns out to be true. I mean, if Helldivers is still averaging, how many do they still have 200,000 players? Let's see. Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2. Steam DB. He's being polite. Is that what it is? Still, they got 131,000. So in the last 24 hours, it's still averaging 200,000 players on Steam alone. If I had to take an educated guess, I'll give another 100 to 150,000 on PlayStation. Actually, you know what? PlayStation niggas don't buy games. We've been over this. I'll give it 100,000. I'm not gonna say 150. I'll give it 100,000. So I would say on average, an educated guess, there's probably about 300,000 concurrent players on average in the last 24 hours. So if we added Xbox, that would probably push it to like 5, maybe even like 800,000, maybe even another like a mil. Because like the excitement of it being on Xbox, a lot of people would probably be on it. That would be a moment for them. It would be like the game launched all over again. I think it'd go crazy. The moment they drop the third faction, it's going to be crazy. That'll be the perfect time to drop in the Xbox version. True. Just hand me the toy, dude. You sure Xbox been wanting a game like this since Halo been DOA?
Why do people resubscribe to the idea of Shadow having a BBC?
Yo, shout out to Kalel Frodo with the sub, and shout out to Odad Jod with the bits. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna use every bit of this money to invest.
Other Xbox news
will be bit by
hedgehog fever
and attempt to suck up every bit of my seed.
And guess what?
I'm a let 'em.
According to Game Pass Tracker on Twitter, Xbox Cloud Gaming update. Woo, woo, woo. Games purchased from the Microsoft Store have started appearing on the service. Previously, only games available on the Xbox Game Pass and Fortnite could be played via cloud gaming. This update reflects Microsoft's commitment to expanding the capabilities of the cloud gaming. This is a pretty big deal because for those you unaware, you can only like stream games on Xbox from the Game Pass. So now they're making it available on the Microsoft Store. That means more places will be able to stream games in theory. I mean, you'd be able to stream if you had a Stream Deck and you had the Microsoft Store on it. I don't know if you can, not Stream Deck, but a Steam Deck. You should be able to stream those Xbox games anywhere with your Steam Deck. Jedi Survivor on Game Pass through EA Play. I saw a rumor about that, but that's not confirmed. So this is good. They're expanding into their streaming services. This stuff is cool on Game Pass to me, just because like if you have limited hard drive space or you just have like slow internet or not the best internet, you don't want to download everything because it takes forever. So like the streaming, you could play the game for like 20, 30 minutes, get a feel for it. If you like it, then download it. I think that's the beauty of like the cloud gaming on the Game Pass. And this is coming to the Microsoft Store. This is a W for Xbox. They getting ready for that Xbox Portable. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I was just watching about how to get Game Pass on Steam Deck. Apparently, it's a really annoying process. Yeah, because the Steam Deck is built specifically for Steam, and Xbox is like a completely different platform. It's not running Windows. That's what the other handhelds do, like the MSI Claw, which I saw, by the way. It's on sale like 25% off because people ain't buying that shit, or the ROG Ally. But the Steam Deck is for Steam, so you gotta like hack that shit or something. It's super easy. That's cap. It might be easy for you. You gotta keep in mind, not everybody has the same skill level in terms of tech. All you have to do is download the Heroic Launcher. I don't know because I don't got it. I can't speak on it. Other Xbox news, there's supposed to be a digital showcase coming. This announcement is brought to you by the great indie games. Tune in to the ID at Xbox IGN showcase on April 29th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Let me put that in my phone. I'll probably stream that. It's, what is that? What's the 29th? And then we can hop on Stellar Blade. Let's see. Xbox event at 10 a.m. Put that for the 29th. Oh, and 8. That's next Monday. I thought that was Friday. Whoops. You think Warhammer kills Helldivers? I don't think Warhammer's popular enough. What'd you link, Elrec? What did you link? Yeah, so look out for that event next week. Yeah, Star Wars Jedi Survivor will be on EA Play on. Okay, so it's confirmed now. Will be on EA Play on April 25th and part of the Xbox Game Pass / PC Game Pass, the Ultimate version. Nice. So for those of you this is a W. This is a fucking W. This is one of my favorite games of last year. If you have not played this shit, you can get it for free on Game Pass if you have the Ultimate Edition, or if you have EA Play, or you can buy the Game Pass for a month and play it. Get it for like $15 basically. You said W. Yeah, this is a big W for this is a brand new game. But I already bought it on PC when it was on sale. Damn. I haven't touched it because them Steam reviews keep saying it's buggy. This is a W. Still runs at 20 FPS. It ran fine on my damn Xbox. I don't care if it's 30 FPS on the Series S. I'm gonna play it. Ew. Series S. It ran like 60 on my Xbox Series X. The links in the chat have been good in the chat today. Homeless, can you stop taking shots? I'm telling y'all gonna make that man come back on a warpath. Where Aki at? I was just throwing his toy. He chilling now. Yeah, that's a W link right there. So W to them for that being on the Game Pass. I feel like I hadn't had any stories worth saving though. For all the Sonic fans out there, multiple insiders claim Sonic Frontiers is in development. Sonic Frontiers 2, my bad. Multiple insiders have claimed that Sonic Frontiers is already in development and could be released under a different name. The information was first shared by Daniel RPK, but has since been corroborated by Twitter user whatever, who have both had a good track record when it comes to reporting on Sonic. Oh, brother, this shit about to be ass. Yeah, they rushing this shit out the window. Sonic Frontiers just came out. Ain't no way this game gonna be much different. This guy elaborated on the news. The title is a sequel to Frontiers in gameplay style, but the name might change. Frontiers was Rangers until it was announced. Okay, so it might not be Sonic Frontiers 2. It could be something else. Instead of Frontiers, it could be like Sonic West Coast or some shit. I don't know. The first Sonic Frontiers was, yeah, we know, 2022. I never beat that game. That shit, I didn't like it. Did anybody in the chat like Sonic Frontiers? I just didn't like the mission structure. I felt like it was a big, empty, open world. Sonic is a loser too. I liked it. Me. How is it they make all these Sonic games, and they not polished? I hope they take their time with it and really flush out the concept. I think it has potential, but it just needed more time in the oven. Mid 6 out of 10. That's what it felt like to me. Like Sonic Frontiers felt like a 6 out of 10 to me. Like it wasn't like terrible, but like I was like, eh. Hopefully they actually flesh out the idea so they can at least get an 8. Sonic needs a W, especially with the movies coming out. Oh my God, there's more new Sonic fans than ever. Put out a new game that's actually good. Do you have a favorite Sonic game? Yeah, Freedom Planet. My favorite Sonic game though, it's between Sonic 2, Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic Generations. Those are my 3 favorite Sonic games. Probably Sonic Adventure 2, that's my favorite one. Sonic 06, y'all just yapping. Y'all just fucking yapping. I did the secret ending in Dragon's Dogma 2. Feels like the game only had a beginning and end, no middle story. I ain't doing that shit. You had to do the real ending. Mine is a Sonic Adventure series. This is facts. I thought, what was the Sonic team-up game? Sonic Heroes? That was okay. That was like a 6 out of 10. I feel like Sonic average is like a 6 or a 7 out of 10 most of his games. They're just like okay to me. Was Sonic Unleashed good? Unleashed. Which one was that? Was that the one with the werehog? Keep an eye on this. Take it with a grain of salt, though. Which one was that? Did anyone like Sonic 4? That shit was ass. I forgot about that game. The episodic one, that shit was ass. Nah, the werehog, yeah, I'm good. Y'all can defend that shit all you want. That shit was not good to me. I'm not playing no damn werehog Sonic shit. That DeviantArt ass video game. Knuckles is barely in his Paramount Plus show. So the reviews have come out. We're keeping it in the realm of Sonic. The reviews have come out for Knuckles. They're saying this shit is ass. Is there a score on this? Let's go. I'm gonna Google this shit. Knuckles show review. Knuckles TV show review. Barely knuckled. Knuckles show review. A low stakes climb. Sonic sidekick. A confident trial run for Sonic 3. Said what? Did anybody score this? 6 out of 10. The summary. Adam Paley is a likable lead. The rest of the human cast rounds out the backgrounds. What's the bad? Knuckles takes a backseat in his own show, mostly serving to further Wade's story. Villains are underdeveloped. Some of the visual effects are noticeably worse than the movies. That's crazy. This actually makes me want to watch it. A Knuckles show? A Knuckles show that barely has Knuckles in it? Got Kid Cudi as the villain. They brought in Lupe Fiasco's arch villain to fight Knuckles. That's crazy. Damn, they She-Hulked him. Say it ain't so. Imagine tuning into the Knuckles show and it's about the fucking humans. How that makes sense. When does this come out? When does this come out? Knuckles TV show. I want to watch it for myself. That's why I don't want to read the review. I just wanted to see the score. Release date, April 26th. When is that? Comes out this weekend then. Okay. Probably couldn't get Idris Elba. It sounds like Idris Elba. I think he is. I think he is playing Knuckles. Wipeout developers launch a new studio with futuristic sports games. I just wanted to see what this game they're talking about. You said it's content? Pretty much. How many episodes is in it too? How many episodes in Knuckles TV show? 6 episodes? Oh yeah, I could watch this probably in like 2 sittings. I'll probably watch this weekend. Let's invest all this money for marketing and animation, but only the main character for 2% of the show. Interesting. Let's see. The Wipeout studio made a new studio, and they're trying to focus on futuristic sports games. What's the details, though? The studio will focus on developing a new IP with innovative gameplay, all using Unreal Engine 5, and it seeks to discover new talent. There's no details. They probably couldn't afford Elba for more than one day. Oh, maybe that's why Knuckles isn't all in the show, because they couldn't afford to pay him for 6 episodes. So they made it about the Kid Cudi TV show. Let's go with the Subbox. Did I get everything? Let's go with the Subbox. Shonic. Whims of the Gods. Zuko joins Nickelodeon All-Stars. Meta opens Quest operating system to third-party device makers. Meta OS rebranding operating system will bring all the shelf capabilities like gesture recognition, pass-through, scene understanding, and spatial anchors to the devices that run on it. The social media platform said it would partner with firms such as Asus and Lenovo, which would make devices that use Meta Horizon OS. Oh, that's interesting. I get it. So they're trying to move away from the hardware, and now they're licensing their software. So basically, if Lenovo or Asus or even like Microsoft made their own headset, they can make it run on Meta's OS. So in theory, it would make games more accessible. It doesn't matter what, because that's a problem I think with VR headsets right now. It's too splintered. The games you can play is based off the hardware that you have. So there might be a cool game that's only exclusive to the HTC Vive, but you got a MetaQuest. But they're trying to license their software so there can be more alignment for like games and shit because the adoption rate isn't high enough. That's interesting. Too bad it's Facebook. And too bad there's still no interesting games. Who cares? Like, that's interesting though. They're trying. Good old Lizardberg is trying. Let's see. Tales of Shire. Cassette Beast. I'm disappointed. I wanted Sonic to have a W. Why are you so disappointed? Sonic barely gets any W's. He loses most of the time. Y'all should be shocked when he does get one. Yeah, I see a lot of Full Sail University ass games. New Puerto Rican video. Untitled futuristic game. Oh, this is the game they were talking about from that studio, I think. So they do have something. Islands of the Winds. House of Golf 2. Oh, brothers. The Outlast Trials. Phantom Fury. Stellar Blade official burst skills trailer. Soul Mass. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Locked up on me for a second. Come on, get right, get right. Thank you. There we go. The Remedy, Party Animals, God of War Ragnarok, Sparring. I don't care about that. Power World gameplay, some new shit. I need an Outlast 3, not the corny ass multiplayer. I wasn't a fan of that shit either. I think that's everything. Let's start with Stellar BBL.
Rated M for mature.
Stellar BBL burst skills trailer. I thought this trailer was longer. Burst skills. Hella stylish. Yeah, you're gonna be able to do a lot of cool shit in this game. PlayStation. A part of me wants to get a hard copy of this game. Like I said, I want to get back into collecting. But fucking GameStop, you know what sucks about digital games, the Ubisoft deleting games off of people's hard drives. I want to get into hard copies of games, but it's like I want to be there day one to like stream the game. And the issue is GameStop never has the games that I want. Every time I go to GameStop, they got t-shirts that nobody wants to wear, Diamond Ore Minecraft swords for cosplays, and Nintendo Switch games from 5 years ago. With some nigga in the front asking you if you want to pre-order Madden 35. But they never have like in Luigi hats. But they never have games like this when I want them. So you can't go to GameStop because like I live near a bunch of them. I can go pick one up. Can't do that. And then if I order it off of Amazon, I'm at the risk of waiting until middle of the day to get my fucking delivery on the damn game. Best Buy, do they be having shit? I don't know. This is why I start buying new games from Best Buy and getting curbside pickup. I might have to do that. Curbside pickup. Can you do that shit like early in the morning? Like, can I order it off of Best Buy and then go there in the morning, like 9 a.m. soon as it opens? Because I live near a Best Buy too. But I get most of my games off Walmart. When they open, you pick it up at like 10 a.m. I might have to do that. I might order a copy. Because, I mean, it doesn't come out till Friday. I can still order it now. Yeah, I might have to order a copy. Does Target do pickups? I got a Target even closer to me. I might have to do that. Let's say, like, I kind of want a hard copy of this game. Like, for games, I think that's what I'm gonna do. For games that I really am like interested in, I think I'm gonna get back into buying hard copies. For games I don't give a fuck about, digital copies, if that makes sense. Instead, I used to buy hard copies for everything. I feel like that's a happy medium. I feel like I want to actually own this game. Same. Try to get Dragon's Dogma to a GameSpot. They didn't have it. Exactly. Fuck them, bruh. And then GameStop. What? We don't know why we're going out of business. We don't know why our stocks are tanking. What the fuck is the GameStop stock price? Exactly what I'd be doing. We don't know why our stocks are $10. Because you don't even have $10 worth of new games. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this fucking shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Chill, bro. It's gonna be 1,000. Yeah, you remember when them GameStop stocks was going crazy, bro? They should have closed the lockdown. It's fucking dumbass company, bro. How are you a game store with no games, nigga? That's the game they play. The game is come to GameStop and find out whether or not you got the game you want. If they don't, you lose. Head asses. The Whims of Gods official announcement trailer. They dropped from $300 a share. Yeah, shit was crazy. Is this a city manager? Yeah, I might take that tip from y'all and pre-order off of one of these, like Best Buy or something, and just go pick it up in the morning. Yeah, we not playing that. Fuck that game. I'm not playing it, but I just want to see how Zuko plays.
The banished prince of the Fire Nation,
Target
Zuko,
should have it.
Searching for honor and glory in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
I live really
2.
close to one. I'm gonna try Target.
Zuko's powerful firebending abilities and skills in the martial arts left him well.
Oh, I can use my Target red card too and save 5%. We might have to do that.
Prepared to take on just about any foe he encountered throughout his restless pursuit.
Yeah, they got the guy from Fortnite.
His cunning, perseverance, and resourcefulness are all deserving of some respect. And here in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, it's no different. Zuko's combat abilities are, of course, top-notch, and he has plenty of unique tools around his standard moveset to make him an even more well-rounded fighter. So let's just jump straight into his
He looks similar to Azula
kit and
in terms of his movement.
Zuko's light attacks are quick, short, flaming strikes that provide a potent combo game, and his charge attacks are a bit on the slow side, but are generally great finishers or offer unique coverage and solid
That's
range.
cool they got the mask costume.
By pressing down,
Uncle Iroh would be
Zuko will
OP.
pull out his
I can see Iroh because they call him the Dragon of the West, like doing his like Dragon Blast ability. I can see that being like a Falcon Punch, like it's super slow but it hits hard.
dual sabers, the infamous blue spirit
Smash Bros at home,
With the swords equipped, a few of Zuko's moves like his jab, forward air, and charge forward attacks will all change slightly, generally being a bit faster and hitting harder compared to the regular versions. In addition to this, the swords themselves are actually a throwable projectile. Through some clever item play, Zuko can extend combos or find openings in ways that would be otherwise impossible. If you ever lose your swords, don't worry. You'll be able to pull out a new pair after a few seconds.
That's different.
In addition to just pressing down special, you can also pull out the swords during Zuko's grounded light forward attack. Normally, there's 3 parts to this move if you keep pressing the light attack button, but if you press the special button after the first part, he'll swipe upwards, launching opponents for an easy follow-up. And if you press the special button after the second part instead, Zuko will pull out his swords while executing a powerful spike. Next up is Zuko's side special, Ring of Fire. This is a big, flaming projectile that can cover a lot of space. Tapping the special button will make the ring travel faster, while holding it down will make the ring travel slower. The slime version of this attack will send a ring out in both directions.
That's cheesy.
This is a fantastic move if you need to apply some pressure from afar, or if you need to cover some space on a platform, or against
Did he do that in the show? I don't remember.
a recovering opponent. Speaking of recovery, this is
Disrespectful.
where Zuko can fall short. Using an explosive burst of flames, Zuko's up special launches him into the air, and then transitions into a free fall.
That's crazy. You would think Zuko had some of the best stage recovery because, I mean, his character had a lot of development. His character had a lot of recovery. You would think his character had some recovery. You see what I'm saying?
After the explosion, Zuko has no way of protecting himself, so you might need to
Yeah, he
spend
did
some
against
slime on
Aang.
the cancel
Okay, I don't
button to
remember.
rise, or to cancel and dodge out of it. One additional way of fighting your way back, however, is through the use of his charged up air. It can only be used once before touching the ground again, but it'll
That's
provide
definitely Captain Falcon.
a little bit of extra height and get you closer to the stage.
Falco Punch!
Lastly, there's Zuko's neutral special.
Dancing Dragon Punch!
This move is very
Falcon.
slow and easy to dodge, but also very, very powerful, and if you manage to find a way to land it, you'll almost certainly be rewarded with a KO. The slime version of this attack enhances this move's strength, making it possible to even shatter an opponent's shield in one hit. Zuko altogether has a very well-rounded moveset and the capability of delivering a devastating offense, but with his middle-of-the-pack speed, lightweight, and weak recovery, you'll need to spend some time looking inward and carefully calculate how you choose.
Play the middle of the map. Anybody in the chat still play this game? When you lose in Zuko and All-Star Brawls 2, that's rough, buddy. Somebody should have a lightning strike. Why you have to sign into the Epic Store to play Dead Island 2 on the Steam? Refund, laugh my ass off. You said that. You said that's the reason I'm playing it on Steam, to avoid fucking the Epic Store, to avoid Uplay, to avoid EA. Refund. Tales of Shire. Just too many games out. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a game that got lost in translation, I think, because it is a good game. It just got lost.
Tales of courage and brave deeds in dark times.
Not starting off the trailer with them ashy ass feet. These ashy feet are an alpha.
It's not our story.
Play with my girl and my daughter. True, true.
For this is one of new beginnings.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to care. A little full sale, a little full sale.
Shut your eyes.
What the hell? Adventure. This looks interesting. Coming iOS and Android, June 4th. Music kind of hidden. Cassette Beast is fun. What is it? I can't really tell what kind of game it is. It looks like Pokemon, but then I can't really tell the gameplay. I don't know what I just looked at. Speaking of Dead Island 2, official Steam trailer launch. According to somebody in the chat, it is on Steam, but you have to launch the Epic Game Launcher. It's a Pokemon Tamer type of game.
But you picked the wrong time to come to town.
Yeah, according to PZA, you have to play on the Epic Game Store. Refund.
Angels, or as we like to call it.
I wonder if it's going to mention that in the trailer. That's a crazy bar. Sold my soul to the devil. What's wrong with Epic? I personally don't have a problem with the Epic Game Store, but he don't like it. And, you know, he's reserves the right to refund it. Check the Steam reviews. Steam Dead Island 2. That shit already at a 6 out of 10. I mean, that's accurate. The game's about a 6 out of 10. Fun fact, I am 33 years old at the time of this recording, and I still lie about my age. Just a habit I had since I was a kid. Still lie about my age when it asks for it. Mixed reviews. We got Logic reviews in here. Negative. Said, don't we all? I said, oh, I put it on positive. Whoops. Epic. Trash. Epic Store. Connecting to Epic services. That's fucking funny. Step 1, uninstall the game. Refund Epic Game Services. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people got it on Steam because they wanted to play it on Steam. I guess the issue also is too, because like I should have just bought it on the Epic Game Store. The problem when you put your game on Steam and then you have to launch another launcher, you're using more resources. So not only am I running Steam in the background, I'm also running the Epic Game Store in the background. And anybody who plays PC games knows every little bit of resources matter, especially if you have a budget PC. Even if it's just a small application running in the background, it's fucking annoying, especially because some are more clunky than others. And an example is what BioGreen said in the chat. Uplay. If you was in the stream, I did a rare weekend stream and I played X-Defiant. Game's cool, but the Uplay launcher is disgusting, bruh. X-Defiant was on my SSD. It took like 5 minutes to launch the fucking game. It's just sitting in the background eating your resources. So like, I understand why he refunded it. I might as well just buy it on Steam. Not Steam, but at the Epic Game Store, because I don't want to run 2 programs in the background. It's fucking annoying. If you put it on Steam, it should run on Steam. It's that simple. But I bet it's for Epic and Steam players to play together. If that's the case, they should state that somewhere. Like, hey, the only way we could get crossplay to work is we had to make it connect to the Epic servers or whatever. They should state that somewhere. Otherwise, you leave yourself open to be criticized. And even still, you're still gonna get criticized because some people aren't gonna read it. But at least if you put it like in the description, hey, we had to do this for this. This is, you know, you'll understand. But like Returnal, Uplay made it so hard to play AC Mirage. I got it for free. The only reason I played it on PC. Uplay sucks. And for a while, Origins sucked for a while too. Ravens Watch official fall of update. When does this game come out? I don't even remember my Epic Game Play Store password. That's crazy.
The darkness cannot prevail.
Darkness.
On shield.
Where's the gameplay?
Heed. Take this.
No, thank you. After Blast, official gameplay trailer. I have 500 games on Steam. What I need Epic for? True. Looks like another Doom clone. Everybody's making Doom clones, man. This game is sensory overload. Too many bright ass colors. Sensory overload. Not gonna lie, Doom was a blessing and a curse. You know, the interesting thing about all these Doom clones from like these indie studios is like it just proves that history often repeats itself. Because for those of you who are like young in the chat, when the original Doom came out on PC, that was a game changer. Go back and look at a lot of first-person shooters from the era of the 90s to like the early 2000s. They're all Doom clones. Even GoldenEye to some degree is a Doom clone. Not completely. It's still like its own thing because it's got James Bond and shit. But like you can see the inspiration. And then for a while, shooters became something else thanks to Call of Duty and Battlefield. And I feel like we've re-entered an era where everybody's just copying fucking Doom. Yeah, Quake 2. Quake was inspiration. Quake, Doom, and Wolfenstein were like the big three that were inspirations. Duke Nukem. Nah, nigga. Yo, hot take. Duke Nukem's success is a product of the era that it was in. And an example is how Duke Nukem failed. Granted, it was in development hell. But if a new Duke Nukem came out today, I bet there's at least a 50% chance it'll fail. Duke Nukem, in my opinion, was never a good game. It was a game that came out at the right time when gaming was still new. But like the actual gameplay was just fucking ass. Like half the appeal of Duke Nukem is if you were some edgelord that wanted to fucking womanize people in games because you couldn't do it in real life. Hey, where's the bitches at? I'm here to shoot people. But the games were never fucking good. I'd never liked Duke Nukem. So when people shat on Duke Nukem forever, I'm like, nigga, wait till you find out the rest of the games. Them bitches been ass. Where the bitches at? Let's go fight. America. But if that shit came out today, meh. Working from home. What up, Just Pans? I'm good off this. This game doesn't look bad, but it's like I've played Doom before. The new age boomer. Yeah, that's the best way to describe Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem is a boomer shooter, bro. A boomer shooter. Something that might have been good for its time, but it wouldn't translate to today. I don't think it's a classic in my opinion. What up, Grim? House of Golf 2. Who's ready for some House of Golf? Streamer game. All right, guys. What's up? It's Polly the Parrot, and today we're gonna be playing some House Golf 2. Here's my friend code. Make sure to join and hit the like button. We're gonna be in the Discord tonight, really putting it down. I'm good off of this. Boomer shooter. It's a boomer shooter. Untitled futuristic sports game. Okay, this is the game they're talking about. What is this? Unreal Engine. Nah, that's now a new genre. Boomer. That's on Steam. Boomer shooter. What else would be a boomer shooter with Quake? When they gonna make another Quake? Unreal Tournament, the boomer shooters. Oh no, you know what would be a boomer shooter? That new Tribes game that came out that nobody cares about. Tribes was kind of popular in the early 2000s and they made a new one. That shit is a boomer shooter. Like, bro, let it go. I feel like the only boomer shooter that can make a comeback besides Doom is probably Unreal Tournament. I feel like Unreal Tournament 2004 is still like a game that stands the test of time. They could come back. Unreal Tournament 2024. But like all that other shit, leave it alone. Looks so skirt ritual. Wait, what? Lawbreakers a boomer shooter? Lawbreakers is a modern game inspired by a boomer shooter. I'll say that. It's a twist on a boomer shooter. Does SOCOM's? Yeah, so yeah, I like SOCOM, but you can say SOCOM's a boomer shooter, yeah. That's fucking funny. Oh shit. We need another SOCOM. Halo? I wouldn't call Halo a boomer shooter because they do be trying. Halo do be trying new stuff. It's just Halo, none of that new shit is good. You see, Islands of the Winds, exclusive first-party games. You gotta do like a tier list, top tier like boomer shooters. Yeah, Perfect Dark, Jet Force Gemini, boomer shooters. Shit, GoldenEye, boomer shooter. GoldenEye is like a game. Anytime anybody talks about that game was one of the greatest games of all time. I don't care what nobody. GoldenEye fucking sucks. If you play it now, GoldenEye is a game that was good for its time. I'm not going to take that away. I had a lot of fun playing that shit as a kid. But if you play GoldenEye right now in 2024, that shit sucks compared to like certain other games where I feel like Ocarina of Time and like Mario 64, they aged better. To me, that's what a classic is. It's not just a classic for its time, but it's something that aged really well. Jet Force Gemini was nice. Yeah, but it was good for its time, but that shit is a boomer shooter. But why does this look like a budget Death Stranding? Siphon Filter is a boomer shooter. What the fuck is this shit? Didn't GoldenEye have inverted controls? Yeah, also, I feel like one of the things about people forget about GoldenEye is it ran on one analog stick. It was a first-person shooter that ran on one analog stick. Go back and play that shit on the 64. We only loved it because that's all we knew. But if you're used to modern day shooters, that shit felt weird if you go back and play it. So something has to be timeless to be classic, in my opinion. If you feel different otherwise, I'm not mad at it. But in my opinion, I feel like it has to be timeless in order to be classic. Like it how it ages, I feel like matters. But I don't know. That's just me. People forget Metroid Prime controls. Yeah, Mario Kart is timeless. You can go back and Mario Kart 64 still hits. I'm not mad at that.
She's lost a lot of blood. We need to get her stabilized.
Say it ain't so.
Waging war against Dr. Heskel to weeding out the
Another Doom clone. Oh my. The jokes write themselves, chat. And you know, this just reinforces what I be saying. Why are you making indie developers? These indie developers just be making boomer shooters, bruh. Doom clone number 3005. God damn, bruh.
Remains of his scattered loyalists.
Wolfenstein Jr.
This is your fast introduction to the world of Phantom.
I don't want to play this shit. I already played it. You gotta support it because it's your small business. It's also a small idea. Soul Mask. Is this a Souls-like game? This shit look hella Full Sail. Ready to Rumble's a classic to me. Yo, you want to hear something funny about Ready to Rumble? I do love Ready to Rumble. I wish they would bring that back. Ready to Rumble hit my For You page on TikTok like a week or two ago. And the TikTok was, y'all remember when Michael Jackson was in Ready to Rumble? And then it's him playing as Michael Jackson, doing all the moves, and like, you know, I'm over here reminiscing of my childhood and shit. And I'm like, yeah, I remember that shit. That shit was fire, right? Anybody who played it knows Michael Jackson was a character in Ready to Rumble. If you open the comment section on that TikTok, the whole comment section, gameplay's fake. Why are you modding shit? This isn't real. Da-da-da. I'm like, God damn, I'm old. Niggas think Michael Jackson was not in Ready to Rumble. He was in the game. And this person is just going back and forth with people in the comment section. Yeah, youngins, I'm not lying. It's not a PC mod. He was really in the game. No, it's not. You're a fucking fraud doing this shit for views. TikTok niggas, boy, just stupid, bro. Just fucking stupid. Be like, so back when I was a kid, guys, when you played a game, if you played it enough, you would unlock characters. And in order to get Michael Jackson, because he wasn't a base character, you had to unlock him by playing the story mode. And the crazy part is, he wasn't even hard to get. Like, yeah, getting bullied by 13-year-olds, bro. And it blows my mind, too, because it takes 5 seconds to Google this. Like, yeah, he was really in the game. And that was really his voice in the game. People say that was his real voice, by the way, because you know, like there's like a joke going around that the way that Michael Jackson spoke and sang, he did that for the girls, but his real voice was deep. And people say if you ever want to hear his his real voice, go play Ready to Rumble. And it's funny because like it sounds like Mike, but it is like a deeper voice. That shit is fucking funny. Don't tell them Link was in Soul Calibur 2. I know, right? You couldn't just buy him. This fake ass this ain't Horizon Forbidden West. This is Horizon Forbidden Midwest. Like Horizon Southeast. What the fuck is this shit, bruh? I mean, he's saying in his regular voice too. Shaq and MJ were hidden characters. Right. This Horizon Midwest. This is crazy. I'm good off of this. MJ was Crip. Drop 5 subs in the chat for that damn statement. What the hell are you talking about? Power World. New character in Power World. Darth Maul was in Tony Hawk. Yeah, so was like Spider-Man, the police officer. That was one of the best parts about games, like unlocking like secret characters and shit like that. Is back? This looks like that Pokemon that looks like Scyther, the red version of Scyther. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It looks like a flying version of that shit. What was the name of that? I don't know the name of that Pokemon. Let's see. Red Scyther. What's his name? Scissor? Is his name Scissor? Scissor. Yeah, it looks like Scissor, but he's like a flying version. Michael Jackson was also in Space Channel 5. I never played Space Channel 5. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Hidden characters weren't just skins at the time. Yeah, it was the game rewarded you for playing it. The problem is nowadays games don't reward you for shit for playing the games. He said, look at us nerds, pretty much. Not gonna lie, Power World kept crashing for me, so I gave up. I gave up on it because they never fixed the crossplay between Xbox and Game Pass. So I was like, I don't really care. Or PC and Game